New images coming in right now from Paris, where those masked gunmen opening fire at a satirical magazine, killing at least 11 people. The president of France calling it an act of terrorism. And ABC's Terry Moran is in London and has the latest for us. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. It's been called the worst terrorist attack in Europe in years, and it has shocked France to the core. Just after noon, Paris time, two masked gunmen, heavily armed, apparently well-trained, arrived at the offices of Charlie Hebdo, a long-term satirical magazine that has mocked Islam and other religions. According to one eyewitness, they hollered out, "Where is Charlie Hebdo?" and then opened fire. 11 are reported dead so far. President Hollande of France called it a cowardly assassination and put Paris on high alert. In particular, all news outlets, especially newspapers, are receiving the highest level of protection, a sign of just what an attack on liberty this represents. And in fact, President Hollande saying, we are targeted because we are a country of freedom. This is an attack. This is a magazine that had been attacked before. This magazine published some of those infamous cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, you might remember. And so this is a long-term struggle in France, in Europe, and throughout the world. But right now, the death toll stands at 11, and the gunmen are on the loose.
Some of those cartoons just recently are right there. Thank you very much, Terry Moran in London. And Brian Ross is here with us in New York. You hear about Paris being on high alert. What are you learning?
What we're hearing about this particular attack is this is a magazine that was firebombed in 2011 after publishing the satirical cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. In the attack this morning, what experts are telling us so far is what they see is not lone wolf, but highly planned. At least two gunmen with what appears to be automatic weapons based on audio of the gunfire, the rapid fire, indicates automatic weapons, which are highly unusual in France. So it appears to be not a suicide attack because they got away, and it appears from some of the pictures that they probably attacked the police, a car outside which had been assigned to cover and provide security for this magazine, given previous threats.
Well, exactly. There was added protection, but of course
yes,
that
you can see the bullet marks there as if that was...
Exactly, and everyone wants to know about what about here in the U.S., the concerns that are here? Well,
traditionally what happens after an attack like this is in New York particularly, they will provide extra security for magazines that might be, or newspapers here that might be under attack. The publishing of these cartoons has really riled Al-Qaeda. They've called for attacks again and again, both on this publication and also a publication in Denmark that's been regularly plotted against by Al-Qaeda.
So because of Charlie Hebdo's history, we don't know if this is Al-Qaeda, they've called for the attacks, or ISIS, which has also come in for some mocking by this magazine as well.
Absolutely, and it's, it's not clear, and from the point of view of the French, does it really matter other than trying to find out who is responsible. But clearly, as the president of France has called it, this is a terror attack, and appears from early indications to be a well-planned, thought out. They did intend to get away. They didn't go in with suicide vests, but they shot up the place and then fled.
And they are on the loose still.
They're on the loose now, and that's the great reason for the high terror alert in Paris, and that will likely be extended throughout France.